Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you an algorithm that I used to solve this problem right here. Replace the given number in a number with some other number without using the erase methods or splitting the number. So for example, if we have the inputs 2889, so that is the given main number, so it contains all the digits, and then the 8, that is the number that is to be replaced, and then 5 is the number that we use to replace 8, and finally the output for this input should be 2515, as here those 8 should be replaced by 5. So while we are obtaining this output, we should not split this 2889, and we should not use those erase methods like replace. So let's get started. Hello everyone, here we will use a simple algorithm to solve this problem. So initially we will be iterating through each and every digit of a given number, and we will check whether the digit is equals to the number that is to be replaced, and if that is true, and we will replace that with a given number, and if that is false, we will ignore the digit and keep it same, and we will continue our process to the next digit. So to do so, I'm declaring the variables for the number. So x is gonna be equals to 2889, and n1 is the number that is to be replaced, and n2 is the number that we use to replace. In this case it is 5. So here we have to replace through each and every digit of x. First of all, let us consider from 9. To separate 9 from x, we can use that modulo operation by 10, so that will return 9. So when 2889 is divided by 10, then the remainder will be 9, and we can use this 9 as the separated value from 2889, and we can check whether that 9 is equals to the n1, and if that is true, we will replace that with 5, and if that is false, we do nothing. So here it is false. Okay, just leave that. And now in order to continue our process to the next digit, in this case that is 8, we have to eliminate 9 from 2889. So to eliminate that 9, I'm going to use this method. So 2889 minus 9 can be 2880. So this 9 can be obtained if we declare a variable for this modulo operated value. So in this case this will be 2888, and then further to make this 288, in order to consider 8, we will divide the 2880 further by 10, and that will return 288. That's it. We can do the same thing for each and every digit. So here we have continued the same process as like that. Okay, it is okay for iterating through each and every digit and checking, but we are not producing any output. That means we have not calculated any output yet. We just checked whether the digit is equals to the required number, that is n1. So here it is 9, it is false. So it is false. So what we have to do if it is false? So to get the final output, I'm going to make a variable output with the initial value 0, and in this case I'm going to increment that output by a multiplied by its place value. So let me declare a place value variable that is initially 1. So here it will be place value. It shows that it is false, so here output is incremented by a multiplied by place value. So in this case a is 9 and the place value is 1. So here the output is 9, And to go to the next case, here the place value of 8 is the tens place, so we have to increment that place value just here. Place value is gonna be incremented by 10 times.
And after coming into this case, it returns true. So if that is true, then that output will be incremented by, so instead of A, we will be using this N2 because we have to replace this 8 by this N2. So in this case, that is 5. So N2 multiplied by place value. So after doing that, we will do the same thing, that we increment that place value by 10. And we will do the same thing for the next two loops. So that is from here and here. So here it is false.
And finally, so here we have done the same thing for each and every loop, and finally we will return the output. So here returning this output will give us, so let us see what calculations are made to get output. So in this case, a into place value, so a is 9 and the place value is 1, so here that output is 9. And in this case, this output is already initially that is 9, and that is incremented by n2, that is 5 multiplied by its place value, that is 10. So here it is 5 into 10, 50, and that is 59. And then in the next case, initially we have 59, and that is incremented by n2, that is 5 multiplied by 100. So there we get 559. And then for the next thing, we have 559 initially, and that is incremented by 2 multiplied by 1000, and that is equals to 2559. So here the final output is 2559, and we will return that output. So this is the simple algorithm we use. So first of all, we will use this whole looping system using the loops, and this loop should be break when the value of x is gonna be 0. So that value of x is gonna be 0 means, to calculate this a, we use 2889, that which is x. And for the next iteration, the x will be 288, and then for the next iteration x will be 28, and for the next iteration x will be 2, and for the next iteration x will be 0. So when x is equals to 0, then we have to break the whole loop and we have to return output.